Okay, okay. Okay, good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see. We're going live. Actually, we are live. Okay, that's good. Me- Let's do this. Let me see if this is working. Yes. I just woke up to that beautiful wind right there. So, not bad at all. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, so we might flip and keep pushing. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky here. Just a little bit. But yeah, it looks like it wants to continue going up from here. But right here, we have a. So I'll stay. I will stay put until we get to another area that I like because we have this going on here. So, hey, good morning, Sanjam, Leo, and Hamza. I will stay put. I'm not gonna touch this because I want a better structure for the continuation. And since we are so close to this level here, I'm not interested. I already got this morning, but I would prefer something coming up here, like anything that we might reject from here. Oh, there you go. That's it. Yeah, in the 5 minute it looked okay, but it just I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe like I notice that it happens to me when I wake up with winds, then I become like more cautious. Want to protect the winds. So yeah, let's do this. This is the level around here. Yeah, it's like 2000. That's the key level, but then we have this here. So it's 2002.5. So this is the area I like. Um, I will wait. I see a good. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait, let me do this. Yeah, I'm gonna check on that right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna check on the scalping chart too, just to see what's going on. And over here. yeah, I told you, you know, I really don't care what happens here for the continuation. Let me open the other chart here, this one. I'm not so interested. Let me redraw all of this. I'm gonna remove everything here. Hey, Ahmad. Ah, Ahmad. I don't know. I, you know, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Yeah, it was right. Oh, cool. Yeah. I see the H there, so. Oh, wasn't sure. Okay. You know what? I should be posting here too. So let me let the people know. Okay, so we started the stream, so come to the link below. Just started the stream. Okay, so I forget here. Aha, no, yeah, okay. Today is the 10th March. 2022. Yeah, just done right now. Right now, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna touch gold until like I don't see something better. So if anything, GJ, I shared this in the groups, which is that I'm expecting a visit to here, and from here, my plan is to go swinging. Like if I can see a really clean rejection from here, I'll put this as tight as possible. And if this happens today, I will swing this, and I'm gonna try to get as many R's as I can. Hey, good morning, buongiorno, buongiorno. What is your plan on golden? Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. Wait, give me 1 second because I have to share this in the other social media. Because last time I didn't, then people were complaining that they didn't know, blah blah blah. Obviously, I tell them just to subscribe, but yeah, that's it. Still, let me just post it. Trading. Yeah, but I'm not in a rush because I know that we are not in a place where I would take an order right now. So just give me 1 second to finish this. Okay, this is better. So I will definitely wait for a better situation today. The same way I waited last night. Like last night was so perfect that it's not even. It's just amazingly perfect. Like this entry here, honestly, I was like I wanted to even over leverage. That's how good it was. This one, this entry here. I even wanted to over leverage because this is a rejection of a strong zone in combination with a rejection of a trend line that has been perfectly respected before. Look, in the 1 hour you can see it clearly. And when I saw this, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is such a blessing!" But obviously, I respected my rules, enter just like regular risk, but still, like if I wanted to get rich, that's one of those entries. I felt like 90% confident it was such a high probability we would get here. I was expecting this in the morning. That was my only concern. So like from here to here, that was the real idea, because I didn't know if from here we could actually reject, break this below to continue going down. But from here to here, so because I was not gonna be awake, I decided to, and then I decided to place a partial here. But then the magic keys by the end, but when I was in bed, I remember that it don't work when you shut down the computer. So I had to kind of move the TP to here, and that's where I had to end it. But this was the whole idea. Anyways, give me 1 second, because I still have to post this here. Now I will explain this. What I'm expecting with gold. Today is a nice day, or should be a nice day. It will be a nice day. We make it. We'll make it happen. Can you explain why gold is not a place for orders right now? I don't like it. I just don't like it right here. I mean, you can see here in the macro. Look at this. So where we are right now is a potential continuation, you know, above the level. This is important level. That looks good. But then look at this. You see, if you would have entered here, maybe you could be trapped here, because the problem is that around all of these areas, my main concern with gold right now is when I look left, I see this, and whenever I see this, I know there is a liquidity. That's a liquidity grabbing week, and this is a volatility area. So I prefer to grab entries when there's a solid confirmation against the level, and we just broke above this. So there now, you know, it actually would make sense for this to visit down here. You see here, this is 2000, or even down here, all the way down to, what is this, 1990. You see this wick here, like there could be a visit down here in between, because that's the problem. When I see left after we break above, you have, for me, this is the whole range of motion of this area is all of this for me inside of my head. So even though we have space to continue going up from here to here, which is the most likely area that we can tap right now. Let me see. Oh, we just have formed, I think, on the 5 minute. Yeah, from here to here. So if it breaks above, we might see this pushing from here to here, and actually now we might have a little bit of a better structure for the continuation. But I still don't like 31 pips. I still don't like this here, even though it's really there's a highly likelihood that it can continue, yeah, and break above here and push up to here. But then, you know, when I look left, it's just, I don't like it. What I would like, something like yesterday. Like yesterday we had this. So yesterday we had this, but that was so easy and clean, just the same. So yesterday the counter trend was as easy as the continuation entry, and this one, I think, oh, it makes sense now, yeah, if it breaks above, but I'm not gonna take it. This one made so much sense to enter here to sell, the same way this one made sense to buy here. It's just easy. When you go to the zones, you just can see them. Look, let's go to the 4 hour. Look at this. Same area, look left. Wick was here, tapped here, rejection of a structure. This is a strong level. This is a rejection of a structure. You see here the same way, the same place where this tapped is around the same place where the bodies were closing. So this is a strong, this is the level of a strong area now, right? Same way when I go up, I also notice I do not trend all the time with trend lines, but when they present themselves, then I use them. I always say that. Like I'm not always using trend lines, but if I see them happening, I use them because they, for whatever reason, they actually work on gold, but they work above 4 hour all like better and daily even better, but only like that. I don't, I'm not, I don't go around trading trend lines. Oh, is my voice low? Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I fix this. Is my voice that low, really? Hmm.
No, I can hear you loud and clear.
No, but that's Zoom. They're talking about YouTube. YouTube voice is low. Wait, let me check. Okay, testing. Let me see on my cell phone. It should be. See? Oh no, my voice is nice. I mean, the volume, not the voice. My volume is nice. My voice is nice. So, conceited, right? Okay. Yeah, so what I would be expecting for CPI, hey, Luis, how's it going? What I would be expecting for CPI, I would leave this alone right now because, okay, let's do some. Oh, GJ is rejecting, interestingly, from this same area. Oh, so there is a high probability that this drops. What time is it? Oh, we're about to go. So 7. Wait, forexfactory.com. Let's do some here. Yeah, we have a CPI at 8:30, which is messy up down to here, but then again, you see that's an entry right there, actually. Yeah, that's an entry. We're 1 minute away. Many rejections. Yeah, GJ has been a little bit BSing lately. I mean, I know we have this level here, but if it's gonna push from here, there's a high probability it pushes down to here. So there's that right there. I mean, there's that right there. Let me see. Just messy area. I don't like it that much. So, but there's a high probability that from here would visit down here. You see this thing here? Because this is a stronger level here down below. Because the structure that pushed this up to here was this one, the bounce, I mean. And that's only if this is going to grab the liquidity down to here, then there's a high probability that first we get here. Now I don't like it because we have this here, right? You said you have this here in the middle, and I like cleaner traffic, so I'm not taking this one because I prefer when I don't see something like this. Like if this would have been just this and this without this here, then from here to here, yeah, I like it. But right now, I'm gonna leave this one alone. I don't like. So for GJ, I'm expecting this. Let me show you the higher time frame view that I have. I think gold most likely might reject. Same way this might from here go up here. So whatever goes up here, I mentioned this in the morning, but I'm gonna mention this again. Whatever goes and like if and only if, because now we are below an important level that can actually reject the whole structure of GJ and just so from here we can drop and just fall really hard. So we are at the limit. As you can see, we are at the limit now. I don't know. I feel like there's a better entry. So whatever happens, if GJ comes up here, if GJ comes to this zone, I will swing the heck out of it. if we come to this zone and we reject. Whatever happens here that rejects here, if GJ comes up here, I will swing this. I don't care what inside of here happens. It has to be inside of here. It has to be inside of 153.44 and 153.26. Why? You can see. I can explain why right here. Look. I can even hide all of this, and you can see it maybe clearly. Look. Whenever we are here, down here, when you look left, what do you see? You see this, right? But whenever from here prices rejects, usually pushes up to this zone, which is the same zone. You see from here, same zone. Gold buy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave gold alone right now until I see something better. I'll explain what I'm expecting from gold for the moves. Same way I'm doing GJ. It's just that but I expect a little bit of a correction with gold, or at least a visit down to the limit. Buy stop or sell stop on CPI. No, I don't do moves like that. No, I don't have the balls. So yeah, it's not. I don't think gold might correct a lot. I wouldn't go for a sell. I would actually expect or wait the continuation entry. I would wait for the buy entry. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go for any sell with gold right now. Not right now. Not really. I mean, it broke everything. It did exactly what I wanted it to do in my head, and last night, and which is great for us. I mean, great for us. It's yeah, it respected the trend. I mean, we're gonna go to gold. Wait, give me just let me finish with GJ. So we have this. This is the daily chart. So when we get here, if you look left, we have rejected structure from here. So that's important. So that's why maybe from here we might be ready to continue dropping for the rest of the week. This is an important level where we are right now, and we just tapped almost to the limit. Now that tap, I don't trust it so much because we broke quite above this zone here that I can see with my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see it, and girls, all of this. So we broke above it. So my expectation from GJ is that the price would still grab more liquidity up to here. Why? Because looking left, I can tell the whole story. When I look left, I see that inside of this area, because I see price is just, so this is how I see everything here. I see that price moves from one zone to the next zone. That's how it moves. It's just, you have 50% chance when you don't know nothing about trading, because price either is gonna go up or down. So what that means is when we are inside of an area, we're gonna either come to the next level of the area and reject it, or to the next level of the area and break it. That's the only two options we have. But we are going from one area to the other. So my point is, from here, I would expect GJ to push up a little bit more now. That's what I would actually prefer, right? Obviously, price will not give you just what you want so easily. But so that's why I always create the condition of if GJ pushes up today or tomorrow, and I see this thing dancing around 153.200 and 153.500, whatever rejects from up here, there's such a high probability. Looking here, this is the one giving me all the cues, this structure here. Whatever happens here, maybe the drawing is, oh, there you go, you see? And that's the same drawing I have, you see? That's how I identify swing trading areas. So that's the cues are being given by this. Because this, if I go to the weekly, You see, this is a rejection of weekly structure. You see, all of these, and all of these. So what that means is that I have the cue now. I know where to expect a good rejection for the potential continuation on the structure, on the daily structure. Not to mention that also, if you this is one of those rare cases where dailies you can actually combine the limits, and it makes sense too on the trend line. Hey, buenos dias, Miguel. Good morning. Yeah, I would expect GJ to push up a little bit if now that's if we push up. Now the other thing is that, as you can see here, whatever breaks and closes below here, then we may have the continuation from here. So I will not still, I will wait for it. I'm not gonna make a decision yet because I still feel like we could still have a little bit more steam to go up. And yeah, that would make sense here. But as you can see, that would have to actually break below here. So I don't like this right now. I would prefer this push up. And as soon as you see this and rejecting, you can bet I will be entering here, right here. Okay, let's go to gold. Break and close. Yes, I would. So the best of them all would be a break and close. But now this is the thing. If we break below this wick, now there's a higher probability. This is a daily wick, and this is the wick of a whole structure that is going on the lower time frame. You see all of this. So now there's a better chance that whatever closes below here, that actually could push. Oh, that, so it is happening. Look at this. You see what I mentioned, that from here we might push down to here. Now from here is where I would expect the rejection. This is the same place I have drawn here in, I think, in green or something. Oh, actually, yeah, I just noticed something. If you notice, that is the same area, so that would mean that the better level is actually down here. Just notice this, it's down here. So this is the level. Yeah, look, 1 hour, this is where we form the support. So from here to here. So this drop here actually was a good drop, like was a potential good sell entry, like we just mentioned. And this maybe won't matter, this level here. But still, I don't like it. So it's not clear enough for me, so I'm not gonna take it. That's it. Okay, so gold. Let's go gold here. Gold. This is what I'm expecting with gold. So as you can see now, this is, like I said, I do not always like. It's not like I'm always trading trend lines. When they happen really nice. I just entered last night based on the trend line confluence with a strong level, like everything that I wanted. Now, if you notice, this pushed up, but now we are. Oh, look at this! Look at this! As I was speaking, what I was saying is literally just happened. You remember I said that not to enter buys here, that I would actually expect a visit down to here. See, that's what's going on right now. So literally, that's what I was saying, because like I said, all the way down to here is reaction level. So this was expected. That's going on right now. That's what I was expecting from gold. This rejection to here. We are in an area of reaction. So from here, maybe now we could see something forming better. I would actually wait for that support to happen. And now with the news, this is what I would expect typically from a news event, and from gold, when gold wants to just push up. Because today we might see With today, we might see like if it really goes up. I think that the least we could see today is 2050. That's what I think. This is the weekly, yeah. That's what I would expect, at least the minimum. Now, what I would expect is if you look at the structure, we have all of this space to correct and still be inside of a bullish continuation pattern on the 1 hour. So I like the 1 hours to kind of see. I like the 1 hours to see how deep can we push in any news event. So that's how deep we can push. My most the one that I would actually be expecting the most would be if we push not less or not below 1999. You see, this is the where the wick was rejected, and this is the same level when structure was rejected. So I wouldn't like it would be it wouldn't be so weird, or it would be the most likely if scenario if we grab liquidity that we get to here, and then from here we bounce go up. But we still need structure. Let me see. 8:30 would be around here. So let me see the 30-minute. 8:30 would be the one that starts here. So most likely we might see this candle coming down, and then from here we start this one, and this one creates a wick. Okay, so this is what it would be interesting. What if this candle actually closes around here, but with a wick down to here, or even the body closes that looking down around inside of here. The next candle opens up, and with the news, this is the one that, oh no, this is the other candle. Okay, so this would be the one. Okay, so whatever candle happens here, this is the opening candle. Okay, so two spaces more we're left, 1, 2, and this would be the third one, would be the news event. Okay, so that news event, we have all of this space before continuing up. Inside of here we had levels, obviously, but I'm not gonna mark them just to keep this clean. But inside of here we have many levels. You can see them. We have, inside of here, let's mark them just so we can see their numbers. So we have 1995. Before that, we actually have this level here. What is this? 1998. Yeah, 1998. We have 1998. So we have 1990, 1998. We have 95. Many people born there, right? 95, 92. Who was born in 92 here? That's another level. Let's go by the years, right? And 1990, 90s kid, all of that area actually, until around the 80s, the good old 80s, 86, and still be relevant for the push. 95. We have a 95 here. Okay, so we have all of that space. Oh, look at that, so we have all of that space, all of this. So what that means is this is fair game for a correction. All of this here, all of these levels here inside of here are fair game. Now this is where I would expect not to be crossed. Now if we cross this, that would be really weird, but this is the tricky part. If we cross this, we would still be in a bullish trend, because if you look on the trend line, we can go as low as here, which is around 1977, and still keep and remain the bullish structure on the 1 hour. I would not expect that drop, by the way. I'm just saying that technically, this is a technical analysis at that moment, which is technically you can go as low as the deepest where we started the 1 hour push and still not break structure. So we have a lot of space. That's what I mean. When we go up so hard, we can just also go down just as hard. Now, The real reaction for today that I would be expecting, this would be the simplest way to trade. This what's happening is literally what I was expecting. So this is good so far. Um, this is perfect actually. This is exactly what we were waiting for. Look at this. You see why you don't do this? Because I am expecting this visit up here. You know what? Let me mark it here now that I think about it, just to keep it in the scalping chart too. This is the area that I'm expecting that if we reject from, I will go hard at it. Uh, would be this the limit? Would be around here. So this is what I'm looking for. Whatever bounces from up here today, if today that happens, I will go hard at it. Like whatever comes up to here and bounces. Okay, so that's what I would be expecting from GJ. Oh, and it is 153 300. Okay, so that's a level 300 Spartan. So we have a Spartan level here, and so I won't touch this. So as you would notice, I am biased towards buys above here, up to here, and below here, I'm biased towards sales. Really, like, just drop, and whatever bounces from here, highly biased towards sales. So this is my limit. So now, if this limit here breaks and closes above, that would mean something completely different. That would mean a whole new story for GJ. You see, look at this. Look at this. This is such a strong level. Look. That would mean such a different story for GJ if we just cross above here. You know. Hey, hello, Adam. So, Adam Kong. Oh, oh, that's a legendary last name. All right. Let me guess, you are big and strong. So that's weird. Why is it that people don't hear me on YouTube? But let me see. Yeah, look at that. Why is it like when I monitor myself on YouTube, I hear myself really nice. I mean, good volume. There I go again with nice, with a good volume. Hey, oh, okay, Maria. See you. Have a good one. See you soon as a full time trader. It's a mini gulag. It's your normal, not your fault. I mean, so far, so this is an interesting thing. When you have a small audience, usually they don't behave like gulag. Usually, like right now, for example, most of the time, I've noticed the difference from Raja's gulag and mine. Like here right now, because we are not so many, maybe we are still kind of like, like I don't know, like there's intimacy or something. I don't know what it is, but people are respectful and all of that. And but when it becomes like big, you have thousands of people connected. That's when you get all the, like, you get like all the crazy stuff going on. So that's what I would expect. So let's see here. So here now we have something interesting with this one, which is if we break above here, now that would make a better buy entry for GJ if anybody is interested. Because this candle, if it closes above, it not only an engulfing, it's also a one that is closing above this zone here that I have marked. Oh, look at that. So there's a higher probability that whatever closes here, this will not hold, meaning this wick is not gonna hold, so you can aim for the TP1 at the wick and the continuation up to there, to here, right away. And that wouldn't be so bad, right? Now, this is, and then you have this level here for the TP. Now, that's if this closes above. I still don't like the area, just so you know. I still don't like the whole area because whenever I see this BS going on, I don't like it. I don't like areas like this. I prefer areas like this clean up here. This one here. No, you know what?
Hey, your gold was to the T.
The what?
Gold was to the T. What you just said.
Oh, look at this. Yes, nice.
Right to 1999.
Yeah. Now I don't hear you so high, so you
That could be. I don't have my headphones in.
oh, because now I was gonna say, so there's a pandemic here of people not hearing others. So yeah, that was the tap that I was expecting, right? Now we can talk about visiting up here, right? Now we can talk about it. Let's see.
Can you hear me better?
So. Maybe it's me. Let me see. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that was to the T.
Yeah.
I'm still in buys from 1973, and then I just placed another entry at 1999.
Oh, very nice, man. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's yeah, there you go. Yeah. So this is the one that maybe pushes gold up to here. But I'm still not, I will wait for this one still. I'm not in a rush. Since, that's the only thing. Since I'm mostly a swing trader in the core, I usually just kind of like wait for the area to like this. Like last night, this was so easy to trade for me. This is like bread and butter. Like it was just, oh, this is like the moment this did. So this is where I was at the chart when I was opening the chart and I saw this closure here. After this here, I said, oh, look at this. So that's it. I mean, you just have to wait for this pin here to enter, and that was the entry.
Oh yeah, that was we sniped that one.
It was just so easy to trade that one. That one was a God given. That's like a textbook. That's one of those that I teach. That's the one. So
I was literally about to go to bed. I was like,
yeah, me
my
too.
girlfriend's watching TV. I was like, hold on. I was like, well, let's just press a buy. Let's risk a little bit.
And it was a little bit risky in the sense that instead of my typical swing trading stop loss, which would have been here, I actually did this. Used this one as the stop loss because it was an engulfing 30-minute. And I said, okay, so you know what? There's a high probability this is the limit. And it almost, you see, it almost like just for a while,
Yeah.
almost took out my thing. Oh, but look at this. Oh, I just noticed. It first came up here before it came down to here. Okay, so I was gonna be fine anyways. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Well, you said 2050, so never mind. I'm not crazy. I have my TP at 2021. If not, just a little bit under it.
TP for this is a good level, 2020. Below, I would go below. Oh no, yeah, that's a good level. That's a good level for
Yeah,
sure. Look at
just
this.
yeah, just a little bit below. Yeah.
2020 is a good level. Let me see. Let me see. For TP for me now, I mean for TP for me, I always take TP below. So I always, you notice this? Even though I was expecting this to reach up here, I always try to take TP like either a zone below the zone that I was expecting or many pips below where I was expecting it. That was just a good practice that saved me from many operations that I missed just because I wanted it to get to the level. And sometimes you don't get to the level. So what I did was I started doing that, and that has been a blessing. I mean, instead of me going for more, just being greedy, I just take all of this. So that's what I do. Like if I had an order here, whatever. But that happened a lot is just because of the swing trades. So it is not as frustrating with scalps. With swings, that's the most frustrating thing. That you wait like 2 3 days, you move all of this. You had like okay, look at this. Let's say that this is a swing trade you have, and for whatever reason you wanted it. Oh no, it has to come to here, and then you wait like I don't know 2 3 days, and all of this you wait this out. So you moved all of this, and then boom, and then let's say that it comes back to entry. Now you get pissed. So
Oh yeah.
that was like a habit that I had to create and say, you know what, I'm not gonna aim for like all of it. I'm just gonna go for the ones that are really really short. So if I were having whatever entry down here, I would aim for my end. My exit would be around here. 100%. Like I would be whatever exit of mine would be like around here. You look left, you see this week it came up to here. This one came up to
Right.
here. All of these came up to here. So this is safe out for me. That's how I aim. I don't go for the limit. None of that. So yeah, today everything is going smoothly as we are expecting. So nothing weird. No bites for me yet.
We have Euro news in a little bit,
Yeah, 1 hour, right?
like 20 minutes, I think.
Oh, the euro. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's gonna do anything though.
European Central Bank might move this a little bit. Oh, might move with GJ. Yeah, you see, this is a BS area. This is just a messy area. So GJ is easy, or even easier to me than gold in a sense, just because I will wait. I think I'm gonna swing trade this one. It's just that because we are at that limit, I'm just so like my mouth is getting watery just based on what I'm expecting with GJ. I'm expecting this visit up to here, and like if that happens, if price gives me that blessing to come all the way up here between today and tomorrow, let's say this is what, yeah, between today and tomorrow would be, because tomorrow is Friday, right? Yeah, and I have what do we have tomorrow? Any justifications for that? This is so an
Yeah.
unemployment chain. Yeah. No, just you know what? When there's no news, even better. So now what that means is if we don't have, this is just one question I have to answer myself right now. How is the weekly going? Because we are almost at the end of the weekly. It is foolish, pushing up. Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be so perfect. So from here to here, it would actually make a lot of sense for this week to come a little bit up, at least to 153.22, and any rejection from it might be just a bullish weekly candle that might end. And you know what, I would actually expect this to close, even it could close even like around here. This is the limit of where it should be closing, like around 153 or below. If it closes below, even better. Now we have this. Oh, okay. So now we would have this bullish candle, and now we would have the next weekly candle as a bearish candle, and that would be the one. So maybe next week is when we drop really hard. Now, if this continues with the steam it has been coming down, then we could actually even expect this one to close even lower. But yeah, it makes sense my idea, but it might take a whole week. So if it doesn't move fast, it might take a whole week. But if it happens, you're gonna notice. It's just that as a scalpers, we get a little bit. So the scalper brain gets a little bit antsy. But if you wait for it, just like last night I was like just having a blast. I was like, wow, you just have to wait for this, because I was mentioning this in the Spanish stream yesterday about the rejection from this level. That would be the only way I would go for sales again. It just happened. You just have to wait for it. And then I have this drawn, and and I stopped looking at the charts here. I stopped looking at the charts here. But I had that thing going on. When I came back to the charts, we were here. We were already bouncing from there. I was below. It was like here. And when I saw that, I thought the same thing. Oh man, it's just so easy that once you wait for price to give you the cue, it's so easy to trade. And he gave me the cue, and it was just so easy to trade. So now the same thing. Now we might get gold pushing up now to up to this area. Oh, I think it's happening a little bit, right?
Yeah, we're pushing up a little bit more.
So let's do one of those drawings that make life easy. Wow, 4 hour. Wow, we do have a lot of.
You got a lot of room.
Yeah, nice. Today we have I think today is really nice. Might be a really nice day.
Man, I told my boss like, hey, I'll buy you dinner if I can come in at 8:45.
Yeah, today's painting really nice. This thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So there you go.
I've already sent him a photo of the profits that are in there now. He's like, oh shit, where are we going?
So this is so this is the entry, right? So that would be the tab, you see? So that would have been the tab. This would have been the continuation entry for the 5 minuters, and 15-minute also gave it. I'm okay. I'm still waiting because this area here, I just really want to wait. What is it? Yeah, just 1 hour away. I just really want to wait and see if we're gonna. Yeah, I mean, this is good enough so far. Not gonna lie, this is good enough. This is 1990. Just 2000. Rejected here. Yeah, that's a good enough. So the 5 minute kind of giving the push now. Now it would make sense to visit up here. 30 minute makes sense too. But we're 20 minutes, 26 minutes away from that closure. So that's it. There's a high probability this gets up here. Now the issue is I don't trade typically based only on the 5 minute and just 15 minute. But it's not looking bad. Not gonna lie. I'm still not gonna take it. I have to see what I like to see, or I don't take it. So there's no rush. Plus, I woke up to winnings, to profit, so it's okay. So whoever trades 5 minutes, I guess you guys trade. Some of you trade 5 minutes, right? So that would be, I guess, the entry, right? I don't do 5 minute trades, but that would be the entry. Let's see if it happens, just for the sake of it. Actually, it's the same closure of the 15, so it's a confluence. So let's see if this one gets up to here. That would be it. That would be a 2R. Oh yeah, it's going there. Look at that. Yeah, because of, you know why it makes sense? Because it did the tap here. You see, this is the tap I was saying. When we were here, I said this is at the middle of the road. You know, you want to wait for at least a tap here before, maybe going with the buy. So it would make sense if it gets here. It would make sense because of this. I like the 1 minute patterns. Oh, buy. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't reading here. So, buy, sell stops for CPI. No, I will not do that. Like 1 minute patterns. 1 minute patterns. Yeah, that's cool. You know what? I'm getting to know better the 1 minute pattern. Oh, looks clean. Yeah, that was a break and retest on the 1 minute, right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, and maybe now you're gonna have a visit down here before continuing going up. Yeah, oh no, it's still, but it has a lot of steam. So yeah, maybe this is the one that pushes up to here. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm paying more attention with the 1 minute because I'm trading another instrument, and that other instrument, I'm actually trading with the 1 minute. That's the only time I trade with the 1 minute. It's something else. But I don't trade gold or GJ with the 1 minute. But yeah, it makes sense. Look, break. So there's a trend line, there's a break, there's a retest or the last kiss. You could go with it. Same thing with the structure. You get the structure, you have a higher, you have a lower high, and you have a continuation after the lower high as long as you break the previous high. So all of it, and even here with the stop loss, right? So all of it makes sense on the lower time frame. Yeah, not bad at all. And here I would have been TPing because this is a 1-to-1 by now, right? Yeah, 1.37. Yeah, I would be TPing here and then leaving a run up to here. Yeah, nice guys, nice. I think that buy was good, to be honest. It's just I don't trade it until like I like to see 30-minute closures. I'm just gonna keep it like that until I feel comfortable with this. But it made sense based on what I explained this morning too. See, first thing I said was when we were here is I would actually expect a visit because this is the range, and it did it, and now it makes sense to go up here. So yeah, so it kind of like makes sense with the higher time frame too. So it's all good. It's all good entry. It is a good entry. From here up to here, it makes sense. All the sense. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, that would have been right there. So this is TP1, and this is the runner. But this runner is just gonna just get there because now it makes sense after this that it gets here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's expecting that fly. When everybody's expecting it, I get a little bit concerned because why so easy, right? Look at that. Yeah, that 30-minute is the one that's gonna just go it there. That's interesting. Well, there you go. I mean, one more for the books. Now, I'm gonna keep taking notes on those 5-minute rejections, but they have to make sense. So that's the whole thing, right? Like for me, it's just if it doesn't make sense, I don't take it. Like right now, this is not a typical entry for me, so it's okay. I really don't feel FOMO about it. Um, but also the other thing is here it didn't make sense to buy. So obviously a lot of people bought here, but it didn't make sense if you're scalping to buy here. Really, it didn't. Why? Because you had all of this push, and then when you look left, you all like that's all I do. The reason why I was expecting that tap at the 2000 was because when I looked left, it didn't make sense for price right there. It doesn't mean it has to happen. It's just the probabilities of it. Oh, there you go. Oh, so that was a good call, whole thing. So it has to make sense. So when we got to here, and you look left, there's a liquidity area down here. So that's why I mentioned, listen, if we tap down here, that would make sense to continue going up, but not right there, like not from here. And look at that. He just played out. We called the whole thing like step by step, even before it happened. Even though I didn't take it, but it looks like some of you took it, so that's nice. Good for you, man. And there he goes. There he goes. So now let's think about what if we are up here. What can we expect from the news? Okay. Look at the 15. If it closes above 2000, I think that we have a good impulse. If the next one breaks above. Okay. So looks like they are expecting better, right? They are expecting better numbers. Yeah. So yeah, but then I'm just thinking if they're expecting better numbers, maybe they're pricing in. Not really. I mean, the situation still is not so good. I mean, let me see some. We will retake the. Wow. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay, I didn't know this. So they will retake Donbass and Crimea. Hmm. So this is yeah, that's just war full blown. This I really hope that yeah, you know what? It maybe because I'm not like maybe because I'm from another country, I can see things from another perspective. But I ask myself, you know, what about all of those wars that you know United States is to this day still, you know, incurring in? Why isn't that bad? But this one is so bad. I mean, I'm not. I'm up to me. It shouldn't be any war at all. But it's just a little. I don't know. I feel a little bit uh, hypocritical. Is the word hypocrisy? I don't know how to say that. That's I don't know. It's just how I feel things. Like now the whole world is like condemning them, but the whole world doesn't condemn when you know United States is doing what it's usually doing almost every time for the last 100 years. It's just I don't know. It just feels weird. Maybe it's just me in my head, but yeah, yeah. What does pricing it means? Well, pricing it means that the big guys are taking their orders. Like so, what pricing means usually, okay, is that if they are really expecting good numbers and the good numbers are really gonna come, that usually the big guys make the rest of the world or the people believe that we're gonna go up for the rest of the day. They start pushing price up. Everybody's grabbing buy orders, but those buy orders are being captured by the big guys, and then when the thing happens, then they drop the price because they got all the orders they wanted, and then everybody suffers but the big guys. So that's one people call price in. It's just I don't think that's necessarily what's going on. I'm just explaining that's the concept of it. Pricing in means getting better orders, and like people typically when people say pricing in, they're talking about what we call the whales and the market movers and the market makers that they're pricing in, they're getting their orders in because the big guys they got their orders like for this push. Maybe people will start. You see this here, golfing tournament, all of that. A lot of people maybe got their orders here. Big guys got their orders here. Where actually I'm not a big guy, but I got mine too there. um, So they want better pricing. This is price, right? So they want better pricing for them. They want discounts. So if they want a macro push and push this down to maybe, I don't know. Let's paint this. Let's paint this one. Yeah. Just cause how the media sways the situation. Yes, there's no free press. The media is true enemy. I believe that. I truly believe the media is the reason why we have so many problems. Frank power struggle. Yes. I have a theory about the media. To me, they are. To me, they are the reason why majority of the bad things that are going on because of the media. That's what I truly believe. Educational system too. Yeah. Yeah. So there's this scenario. Let's say you have you have this going on, for example. This is what I'm about to talk about is not what I'm expecting, okay? It's just one scenario that you could even see. You see this trend line down below here? That's on a daily trend. Oh wait, the 50 minute just closed. Let me see. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, see? You see why I would have been taking partials here? Look at that. That's interesting. This is really interesting. Wow, look. Yeah, that's just and then you would be here a little bit scared or in trouble. Like if this actually breaks below here, yeah, it's not good. So that's why I remember I was saying this that the most amount of money. There are two times where you lose the most amount of money. One is when you overtrade and revenge trade, which is typically the same almost all the time. And the second one, they're not the same because sometimes you overtrade by winning a lot. It's still that's overtrade. But and the other time is that you actually will lose the most when you get a trade that you are 100% sure is gonna win. Why? Because the market is the market, and if you were really 100%, if you had really 100% certainty on a trade, that would not be trading. That would not be trading. The only reason why you could be 100% sure for a buy or a sell, it would be because you literally are the market maker. So, so maybe this is just a push, and this is the final push. That would make sense now. But look at this wick. Got down to here. But my point is, when you are 100% sure that you're gonna win this, that's when you should be really careful because typically that's when you're gonna over leverage, and if market goes the other way, now you're screwed. So yeah, but this would have been a successful trade anyways, right? It would have been taking me out if I would have taken it because that would have been the TP here. And that would have been a break even, obviously, and that break even would have been broken, and officially, that's it. So still, that would have been a successful one up to here. But you see, hey, have a good one, Badar, or I don't know if that mentioned. Oh, look at this. So that would be the push, but then now we're talking about probable. I think if we break that wick below, oh, there you go, it's moving. Like if we break that wick below, there's a high probability it falls a little bit hard. Okay, so the thing that we were talking about of the structure on the 1 hour, this is what I meant. We can go down to here. Remember, we can go down to here and still be bullish. Okay, so I wouldn't go still for sells. I would still remain bullish on my bias, even if we break below. Maybe that was the news. Unchanged. PEPP to end in March. I really don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, oh, it took me to the tweet. Okay. Yeah, not interested. I saw it here. But it says here remains. So main policy rates on hold as expected. Also hold as expected. So refinancing unchanged, unchanged, unchanged. So it's all unchanged, right? Yeah, yeah, unchanged. So gold pandemic emergency purchase program. Oh, interesting. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Not yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Another tap and a rejection. Wow. Yeah, tricky area here. I mean, from here to here it was okay, and then look at this. Boom. So maybe this is the one that pushes up the last 7 minutes. Yeah, but I'm staying away from this. So yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah. So decided to increase in Asia 750 billion envelope for the PEPP, 600 billion on June 2020. Yeah, now there are many things with this. I'm not gonna talk about it just because I don't want to get controversial. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I talk about it usually about on my podcast. I'm gonna record another one, but not here. YouTube don't like controversials. It's just controversial because media wants things to be controversial. But I'm just so my upbringing was R&D engineer. I was the director of engineering of an European company, and I was the youngest director of engineering in my when I was the director at 24, and and I was a geek. I was a almost a genuine geek. Like I had to be. So I was used to researching and researching and researching and researching. And when things started to popping with the thing with the pandemic and all of that, I started to just do what I was used to do, like just research. Wow, this was a nice grabbing. This makes sense to push up to here. Now this one, but it would have look at this. It would have been taking out everybody that was protecting the entry, and now they got like the one. So this just that 50-minute candle. If it gets there, that would be a 50-minute candle of 100 pips. So so yeah, I was used to researching, and the more I researched, the less sense it was making the news, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And I wasn't used to it, because in my country, I come from a third world country, Dominican Republic, but the news are bad, but they're not this bad. I mean, it was like manipulation here was like next level. This is something else. The news here in the United States is just something else. I wasn't expecting this. I am independent. Like in my bias, I don't believe Republicans, and neither I believe Democrats. But I really came to this country thinking that Trump was the demon in the flesh, And the more I would look at what he was doing and the press releases and all of that, the more I was convinced that it was that they were not being fair with many things he did, even though he did a lot of things that I really consider really stupid. But I would look at the press and release on the White House, and then I would look at the news on CNN, especially, which is what I used to watch, and it didn't make sense. I was like, but that's not what they said, but that's not what happened, but that's not, and I was like, listen, it only took me like one whole year of watching the news here to understand that the news media here is just BS, just pure BS. It just doesn't make sense. It's just stupid. I mean, this is the most. So this is the part that actually amazed me the most, right? I, the fact that I come from a poor country doesn't mean that I'm stupid, and they treated the media here treats people expecting that you're that stupid, and that was like disrespectful even to me. Like, meaning, I felt this. So this is the one that pushes up. Yeah, maybe let's see. So I felt disrespected, and I was like, dude, how much more disrespectful can you be by thinking that people are this stupid? Now I was even more amazed to the fact that actually people are that ignorant and they actually believe the news. And that was like, I was blown away. I was just, whoa. It was, have you seen the meme where the guy goes like, boom? And you say, whoa. It felt
Yeah,
like,
man, but you gotta also think that the news in the United States, especially like the Spanish stations, who are they like angled to, you know? Like I'm from Miami, and you look at the people that pay attention to those news, and you're like, okay, I see where you come from. You know, you come from like the poor side of Cuba or the poor side of Venezuela, that you have no idea what you're doing.
yeah.
And, you
Yeah,
know,
but
and
still,
everybody's like that.
that's why I say the news companies, to me, they are the evil. They are the bad guys of the world. That's what I think. That's what I truly believe, because they manipulate the masses. They are the voices.
100%. People listen to them more than they do to a book.
Yeah, yeah. So they manipulate the masses, and they bring the message that the big guys want you to hear, and people believe that because that's the news. That's what you're supposed to do, right? And to me, they're
Yep.
the bad guys. It's just, I don't know.
It's all
Oh,
about
you guys
money,
want a
man.
good news center? This is the best place I've. If you want really good unbiased news, this is the thing. I like unbiased, even though I
Yep.
know that you will always be biased. Okay, that's a fact, but I know it. But I am independent center. I'm like logical. This is the best place. Allsides.com. You're gonna get the best news here, and support if you can. This is the coolest place I've ever found. Allsides.com. If you want unbiased news, this is awesome. You see the news, you see, and then they put you here what they say on the left. You see CNN, and they put the headline and everything, and what they say on the right, and New York Post and Center. So they put the news, just the news, and then they say, okay, this is the angle CNN is taking from the left. This is the angle New York Post is taking from the right. This is the angle that people from the center are taking. This is the best. This website is just awesome. I love it.
See, but that's the thing with news. Like, here they're giving you three different opinions
Yes.
that they all contradict each other.
No, that's the problem. You just mentioned the problem. It's not supposed to be an opinion. You see, it's just supposed to be a news. Okay, so let's say um, a gas station blows up. So what is the news? Gas station blows up. That's the news. That's it. That's the fact.
Yep.
Now, it's just facts, and that's the news. No, but here they come from an angle, and that's when perspective. Angle obviously means perspective, different perspective, and then because I'm giving you just my perspective, things change, and now you can manipulate so easy the people because you
Yep.
are literally saying many times half of truth. You're just saying one part of the story, you're reserving the other part. Or even like CNN, which is the most, that CNN is by far the most lying news outlet I've ever seen. All of them are liars. But
And it's a
CNN
number
takes the
one watch.
prize, man, like by far. CNN is number one.
Hey guys, good morning.
Hey, 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 good morning, bro.
Um,
Now that you mentioned that, just have to say something. I don't have a horse in this race or politics in the United States nor in the world. I come from a third world country too, which is El Salvador, Central America. I came to the United States 2 years ago, and I started questioning everything here because, as you mentioned,
Wait, wait,
Joe,
wait, wait,
everything.
wait. You're from Salvador. Why do you have like an English British accent?
for real?
'Cause that's how I learned it on
Oh
YouTube, by the
shit!
way.
Oh, nice.
I was thoroughly confused. Uh, that's okay. That's
No,
cool.
this
Go
is the
ahead.
accent, but
No, you have a
but this,
cool accent. I mean, I wish I had that accent, not this freaking, Parisian. I don't know what accent is it that I have.
no, that doesn't matter as long as we communicate.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I like it. Okay, continue.
Thank you, guys. So I started questioning um, everything because, as you said, they manipulate here every single thing, and they will use the power of the people to to fight against more people, basically. So, but the people, a lot of people in the United States think that their enemy is the older people.
Yes.
There's conquer, divide, conquer, and rule, divide, conquer, and rule all of the time. So I started questioning what's the root of the problem. And this is just my personal perspective after reading this book called Propaganda by Edward Bernays, which is Sigmund Freud uh, nephew, if I'm not mistaken. So propaganda, when Edward Bernays came to the United States back in the 1930s, 1920s, he started because he stole all of the lectures from his uncle, who is Sigmund Freud. When you read that book and you look at the bigger picture of the United States, so that's what it is, manipulating masses. This guy is the one in charge of making women smoke in the United States, and people look at that normal. Back then, that was not normal, and a woman couldn't do that. So
Is the
everything that
book?
the United States, that's the book, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Everything the United States does since 1920, 1930, when it comes to propaganda and media manipulation, it's based on that book and based on the Sigmund Freud's lecture and all of the studies that he made when it comes to the human behavior. So if you guys want to take a look at that book and read it, just do it because it opens your mind towards what this country actually is. But out there, people think that the United States is the greatest country in the world, but this is just a cynical country. However, it's so powerful that you can take advantage of that, as we do here, trading.
Yeah.
So if you can't read it, just do it, man, because that thing is so mind blowing, and it gives you a better understanding of the United States, and not just the United States, but the world.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go for the audiobook. Oh, there you go. This is the one that pushes up. You see the 30-minute close doji bullish, and then there's the one that pushed up. So this is tricky. You see, this area is tricky. So I'm really okay with all of this doing what it's doing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the audiobook. I suck at reading,
Sure,
and
no, it's fine. As long as you just, there's also a documentary based on this. I forget the name, but let me look it up and I'll send it to you.
usually this is what I do. I notice that YouTube have all the things going on, and oh look, we are here. Nice. Um, Harry Potter? What the fuck? Oh, there you go. You see? Right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cue that one, but on my other YouTube. Okay, cool. Thank you for the. Let me just save it just so I have it. Add to cart,
Sure.
and then, yeah, cool. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay, so wait. Heck is gold doing? Hey, okay, I'll see you. Yeah, George Orwell's. I have to read that one because everybody's talking about the Orwellian future. Orwellian, how do they say? Um, Dystopian, something like that. So I really have to. I can guess already what it's about, but I still should do that. So what to expect? We're 30 minutes away. What to expect? This is what I would expect. Let's mark levels here. Let's go with the one with the higher time frame. Let's expect levels. So let me mark now the 1 hour and above. We have a level here. Just for the sake of being precise, 1992. We have this level here, retapped again. We are rejecting here, so that's important. So if you notice, 1 hour here, closure is rejecting. So now that's an important information right there. That's important information because we have been rejecting this way too many times. And this, that before grab liquidity all the way down close here and then reject it to continue going up, could be something similar. So we could even see the news push up, tap here, and this fall like a hammer. All of that could happen. I always try to see all the potential outcomes. I'm not saying I am not biased towards sales. I'm actually biased towards buys. But you could literally see what I'm just mentioning right now. So that's dangerous, because everybody's expecting the explosion up. So I'm just looking at the different scenarios that we may have. Not saying that it would happen, okay? So let's look at them. So this is what I'm noticing. 4 hour, how is it looking like? It's looking bullish. Doesn't make sense to go down, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, doesn't make sense at all. The structure on the 4 hour. Oh, this is good. Okay, so this is a good information right here. So the 4 hour closure here gives me 1992 as a good level. So what that means is that if we have any type of news that drive price down to here, this is a good level for liquidity in the structure because it will still respect the 4 hour structure, and maybe if we bounce from here and go up, that would be a really massive push for maybe the rest of the day. I'm still bullish all the way, so I'm gonna remain bullish. I don't think anything's gonna change that for now. But then the other question comes to mind, which is, if this structure wants to continue correcting, and do something like this, because this week here looks like something like this, and the next day was also bearish to visit the weekly trend line. So if this wants to visit down here the weekly trend line, it would have to literally grab a lot of liquidity before doing that. That's just me going like absolutely just the least likely scenario, but I still have to consider it, right? Because like I always say, we only have go up or going down, so we have to check both scenarios. The most likely is going up. Now, in what situation can we go down? So it would have to grab liquidity and enough of it to break below this confluence of levels and go down to here. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, could happen. So right now we are rejecting here the level, the daily. Why do I have that as a daily? That's a good question. Oh, that is a daily. It should be a daily. I mean, if I have it. Oh yeah, it is. Oh wow. Oh, so this is good information too. Oh, I was definitely missing this. Wow, 2015 and rejected the structure. That's interesting. I missed that little thing here. Would that make sense with the trend line that we had? Let me see some. Here and here. Wow, that's interesting. I'm not gonna chase ghosts. I'm just gonna go buy, and keep it simple. But I'm just trying to have the macro view always of okay, oh, if this happened, oh, maybe that's because of this and this and that. That's all. But I'm going bullish with gold. We are like 50 minutes away, and somebody wants to ask something.
150 foreign companies that have left Russia in protest of what has happened in Ukraine. All this going on, and the country's presidential.
Okay. So what I would say is that I would expect price to, you know what, we formed a nice support from here. I don't know, we really formed a nice support. So now so this is the thing. Now it shouldn't make sense to kind of like break this below 1999 at this point because we actually tapped twice on the 30-minute, and even the 1 hour is kind of looking like 1 hour is bearish actually. But yeah. So now we have a support here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it simple for myself. I'm not gonna take the news, obviously. Okay. If I see price, so this is my game plan for me for the rest of the day. Like I always do. I always keep a game plan, and if I see it developing throughout the day, I execute on it. You guys notice I didn't execute on those sales until they actually came to fruition, which was by midday. And I waited all of this because I said that I wanted to see the reaction of this level, and the reaction happened, and then I took the entry. Okay, so same thing here. I am expecting a continuation for buys. There's nothing saying sales anywhere. Okay, nothing. There's nothing screaming sales anywhere. Not even this. This is actually a good break above. So this is just kind of like there's just buys. Okay, so I wouldn't sell. Now, I would focus on buys. When would I change my mind on buys? I would change my mind on buys if we break the 1 hour structure down below here. Like if I see price closing below all the way down here. Simple. This is quite simple. Anything that closes below this area here, especially 1975, okay, then I'm changing my bias. But before that, maybe you can counter trend it if you see like after the news market settles again and bounces from the same level again after a break and retest. Maybe you can counter trend that the same way I counter trended this, but I would focus on buys. So let's focus on only getting buy entries. Okay, so if price comes down to grab liquidity to here and then flips, I will go with the buy entry above here. Simple enough, right? So let me draw it. If I see price tapping here with the news and breaking above here, 2005, I'll go in. Actually, you know what? If it taps here and breaks, I don't think, it's better if it closes above, to be honest. Yeah. So for me, it would be 2005 the best entries on securing, the buy entries. Now, I think that anything above 2004 This is 2004. Yeah, anything above 2004 is safe, fair game. I think anything above 2004 is also good for buys. So I would go safer, and whatever brings down price. Somebody was talking to me. I just didn't notice. Sorry. What would be potential entries around 1886 or 1992? The wicks formed like a head and shoulder. Sorry, I wasn't looking at this. So I had 11 trade, 9 wins, 8.2% of account. 1 minute chart this morning. This, I think it's easy to see reversal points, but it's obvious over. Wow. 9 trades just this morning. Wow, you were scalping like a high frequency trading algorithm, right? You are 100% right. The week's like okay, head on shoulder, and potential entries around 1886 and 1992. Yeah. So whatever happens, like if for whatever reason we come down to 1992 and we reject, no, actually I wouldn't. So what I would do is I would wait. If it breaks down to here, I wouldn't enter right here. I would be careful. You could go for one, but I wouldn't. I would actually wait either here or 86 if it really gets down to here, and then wait for the rejection, and then I would enter, but not at the top of the level. But I would actually wait for a rejection. If I see a rejection, yeah, maybe that would make sense if I see a rejection. But not right like at the top. Oh, Phipps, long time no see. Around here, yeah. But yeah, it looks like from here up, and I think it looks like from here now we just go up. That's what it looks like. So that's the scenario where the news bring price down, right? Now, what's the scenario of price just shooting up and just moving up all the way? I think that anything that breaks above 2010, you see here, anything that shoots up above 2010, there's a high likelihood that the specific price point would be 2012. This week level here. That whatever shoots up and breaks above here, there's a high likelihood. Actually, there's even a small high velocity area here. So from here to here, so from 2012 to 2015, that's what I usually call free money area. There's a high likelihood we get there, but since there's news, then then it becomes null. It doesn't really becomes valid. Hey David, how is it going, brother? Okay, so we have the continuation entry. All of it is pointing really nicely. 11 minutes left, 30 minutes looking nice. Guys, all of it looks nice for buys. So just be careful. The news, I will not trade the news, okay? Remember, I will not trade the news. I'm just gonna watch. So what I would actually expect is retracement for me to get a better entry. I'm opening all my meta traders. So I would actually expect imagine I have 4 meta traders. So I would actually expect this to come down to here. And if we flip from here up, I could actually get, that's the only way I would trade the news is in buys. That's the only way I would trade it. And the only way I would dare to trade the news would be if we don't break in the next 10 minutes up to here. Like if we let's say that we stay inside of here, right? The next 10 minutes. And the news event pushes price down first, which doesn't look like it's okay, it doesn't look like it's, yeah, seems like it's just gonna get here in the next 10 minutes. Okay, so if we get up here in the next 10 minutes, whatever, that would change my plan. But if we stay inside of here the next 10 minutes, let me draw this a little bit like this. So this is the area, right? Inside of here. So if we stay inside of here in the next 10 minutes and the news drops price to whatever area, here, 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 I don't even care, like even here, and it comes back with strength within the next 5 minutes, and it pushes up, then maybe the continuation entry would make sense, because that would be the liquidity grab for this to push up for the rest of the day. That would be maybe an entry, but obviously I wouldn't go all this. I would, like, if I were to do something like that, I would, as soon as we get in, I would get out here, for example. Oh, Comex. Yeah, you're right. We have the Comex now. Let me check some. Let me check on some. What is this? What's going on here? Okay. News in 10 minutes. Oh, this is painting like. Look at this. All of this liquidity grabbing here. This just happened anyways, right? This already happened. It's funny. I mean, we draw this at the beginning, and then so from here and going up, it would actually make sense to buy from here. I do not trade the news, but I will definitely watch this happen. Is this working? Let me see. Because last time I tried it, it didn't work. Let me see. Connect. Oh, they fixed it. Finally. Okay. Gonna play with this. What is it? I have like $93,000 fake money. Yeah, why not? Let me play with this. No, just keep in mind that I'm not intending to trade the news. I really just want to watch what happens and kind of just have fun with it, because I don't think I would actually wait for the market to settle, because to me, so this is all I can say. To me, the better entries for continuations on buys, I would actually prefer to see, believe it or not, I would prefer to see like gold like coming down to here or here even. Like if I see gold down here and forming like a rejection from here, I would like that even more, to continue going up, honestly. Wow. Imagine how many people have been buying that top and getting screwed up down here. Just imagine that one. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark. Mark just bought it twice. Yeah, I wouldn't. But that's normal. What you're going through is normal. We all of us went through it. Just wait for it. You don't have. So, yeah. So you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to trade. You don't have to. I had to learn that the hard way. You don't have to trade. You do not have to trade every day. You don't have to. If you don't see what you like, you don't trade. Like, okay, yesterday was a good example. 2 trades. Perfect trades. Why? Because I waited. This one happened midday, not when I wanted it. This one happened last night, not when I wanted it, but it happened. So obviously you want to trade only when when your session is going. But as a swing trader, I'm used to looking at the charts throughout the day, because I'm waiting for specific entries. But But if you trade, like if you trade New York and you don't see, my point is, if you trade New York and you don't see what you're looking for in New York, then this is not your New York session. Maybe it's tomorrow. If you don't see it today, maybe it's tomorrow. If you don't see it tomorrow, maybe it's the next day. But the problem is when you take a trade here and it's not your setup and you lose, maybe that was the win from yesterday. So now you're screwed. You're behind 2 days just because you. Oh, look at this! Wow. Oh, we're coming down. So we're coming down. So yeah, I don't see what I like. So that's the whole point. So this is what I would actually like. I would like to see either a formation from here from 1999 and a closure above. You know, a rejection from here, closure above 2000s, 2000, especially 2005. That would be perfection. That would be perfect. Anything that close, like you see this, like 2005 is my level for me at least for the continuation. Anything that doesn't close above 2005, I don't care. Um, then the next level that would make sense to me would be anything between 1995 and 1992. Can you briefly run by me again why that breakout was a mistake? Which breakout? You mean this top? Well, the top, yeah, the top has an issue here. You see where when I simulated the entry, this is the reason why I took profits partials here. Because this was where the structure was confirmed on the 30 minute. You see? So when you see this, then now you have to be cautious about this level. So that's why when I simulated this entry here, I said I would take profits here because this is the structure. So structures are sacred in price action. So that's why you keep, whenever you see a drawing of mine, you see it at the structure level. So, oh, we're 3 minutes away. So yeah, I think that's it. It's just the structure. You just have to be careful. Where the candles start to close, just be careful.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, brother? Oh, that was just to say hi. Okay, cool. Do you believe that over 2022 we have some areas of free money? Yeah, the problem is I don't like my free money areas like I call them or the high velocity. They're not good. They're not good if they're news. If there's news going on, they're not good. That's the only time when I actually lose a high velocity area is actually when there are news, which is a little bit counter sensitive. How you say that? Counter whatever that thing. Yeah. But that's how they work. At least for me, they never work good if there are news. Now, if there's no news and it is a high velocity area, what happens is that price kind of follows its supposed pattern or whatever you want to call it. And then that's when you actually. So I see potential revisit to this level to continue up. All roads point to Rome, right? Either here. This one I can take away now. So either here or either down to here. Let me remove this thing. This is creating a mess for me. So this from here to here or from here even down to here, and that would still be boom, boom, boom. 15 seconds, yeah. This is lagging. There you go. This is what I would expect. Oh, there we go. There we go. So if it goes up first, that would be tricky because then that would mean so. Oh, that would be this the buy order. Let me see if it works. Like if it comes all the way up here, from here to here, there's 22 pips, easy pips. Let me go to the the scalping chart. Let's see this live. So the buy order was like from the simulated one. I'm not taking this by the way. Was like from here to here above this candle wick here. Oh, okay. We have to wait. The first 5 minutes is where you see anything that might happen. So there's a look at this. What some people call this quarter blocks, others call this just straight consolidation. Oh, from here to here, it was like 16 pips only, if anything, right? So if it breaks above this wick, it would be like 22 pips right there from here to here. Let me see. So it should, if it breaks above this wick, there's a high likelihood that from here to here is just one shoot up. I'm not taking that, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I was gonna say that literally crazy how all recent high impact news don't impact that much the price. Yeah, I was just gonna say that this just happened last week. Was it last week? Yeah, like we had like on a high impact news, nothing. Where it's just because I get my. It's like I said, my guess is we're getting priced in before, and they're taking the war like as an excuse. But it is moving, but it's just right there. You know, nothing crazy, like nothing all from here to here, from here to here. Now this is dangerous because now the interesting part about all of this is that if we reject again on the 30-minute structure from here, the probabilities of this rejecting get really high. So that would be interesting. This is just me based on pure technicals. Pure technicals to me in my head, based on what I know so far, is if we reject this structure again on the 30-minute and we don't break above it and visit here, and we just reject from here, there's a really high probability that as we break below here, this falls. So yeah, but numbers are bad, so good for our buy on gold. Let me see. I'm still amazed about this too. So this is bad policy at work, at play. This is bad policy at play. I also thought about it, like after the the pandemic stop of everybody going to work. This guy that just won, the new president, Biden, he didn't have to do anything, and the unemployment were gonna be good because people were gonna just go back to work. That's what I thought, at least. And when they started forcing masks and forcing, people got discouraged, and then they had like bad unemployment numbers like the whole year. It was like funny. I mean, obviously some months were good, but it was just funny to see how bad policies really matter. Like they really matter. You just there's no way around that. Oh, nice. Okay, okay, we made good money here too. It's good. CPI was like expected. Okay, so nothing burger. Man, who was it that was speaking? Wait, I forgot. Who was it that was speak? Was it that was speaking with the English British accent? Milton. Milton. Yeah, I don't remember your name. Like I wanna learn that accent so that I don't sound so. I want to sound sophisticated too. Like you were talking, and I honestly thought that like when you talk like that, you sound intelligent. It's just that's how it is.
Thank you, thank you. That's how I met my fiance actually, because of the accent.
Oh yeah, there you go. So you see, it just sounds
Americans love that accent for some reason.
Americans.
Yeah, I've seen that. If you speak like that, it's like you're kind of like a magnet
Yes,
for
it's
some
it
reason.
just sounds it sounds sophisticated. It sounds smart. I don't know. Like I'm not even from here, and it sounds to me like that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that totally.
Man, I'm gonna start taking course. I think I'm maybe too old for that, but I'm gonna start taking courses.
For sure, no. I'll send you the latest I learned from because I learned from YouTube. I never took classes. Like,
Really?
yeah. So I just the thing is that my motivation to learn this accent was when I first learned English was back at school, and I used to have the American accent, but people made fun of me because I couldn't pronounce it, and indeed I can't. So at some point I was so depressed, and I was like, I need to get rid of this depression because it's just killing me. And I started diving into new information, new things, and learned from these Australians and these Londoners, and it was just like a combination of different accents too at some point. And now I have also some American slang terms because of my fiance. So, but I never went to classes at all. Everything was learned on YouTube and my
For YouTube classes, right?
yeah, yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
oh, yeah, that counts, but it's still impressive. Okay.
Thank you.
Um,
Uh,
okay, now I
you
have
should
a goal. Oh, I think we're going up. Yeah, it makes sense now to go up. And yeah, news were absorbed. Yeah, I would. Yeah, sounds interesting. It really sounds interesting to do that. Now we should go all the way up, and now above this week. Let's see if it happens above the week. The continuation up to here, 25 pips, 22 pips. Let's just see. Um, Still, this is not a. By the way, this is not me taking that entry. I just want to see if that happens. I do not. I will not take that entry. I don't feel good about this area here. I mean, it makes sense that from here we'll go up here, but I don't feel good about this consolidation. So I'm just gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait for it. Not my trade. No, it's not my cup of tea. Mark is saying that as an English person, your accent is excellent. Oh, you learn with them?
yes, those are the ladies.
Oh, you will. Okay, so you will very soon hear a British YouTuber here.
Oh, I mean,
Because
I
I'm
can't, man.
about to learn the accent. Now, I'm kidding. Let me see. I don't think I can pull it off, but I'm gonna try it for sure. That's for sure. For sure, I'm
Yeah,
gonna try it.
do it. Everyone can't achieve anything. I think
Yeah, but there's
that
something interesting with languages that is really, really hard once you learn it one way to unlearn it and relearn it another another. It's just the inflections of how you pronounce it's like it is
well, it could be.
it
But
is the inflection and even the accent. The break of the week, yeah, it makes sense that if we break above here, you know what? Actually, you know what? Actually, I don't even know if this is gonna hold now that I think about it. If we break above here, maybe this is the one that pushes up. Wow, okay, that's important to notice. Okay, so this is what I would expect. Oh, that's interesting. Who? Wait, because this is interesting what I'm looking at right now. Now it would actually make sense to push this up. Yes. I just noticed this, that this I don't think is gonna hold. So I'm gonna take a small entry here as we break. I'm gonna push it all the way up. Half an entry. I will wait for the 50-minute to close. If the 50-minute closes above, I think I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna take it as a break. I'm gonna wait. But I don't think this is gonna hold anymore. I can actually, yeah, around 10. Yeah. I will wait for this to close, and if we close above here on the 50-minute, whatever the 50-minute closes above, I think that's a good entry for me. Now it would make sense, because the thing is that now that I think about it, now we grab all of this liquidity. Now it really doesn't make a lot of sense for this to come back and break before below here, especially because we are bullish. The trend has been bullish. We just tapped from the support that I mentioned at the beginning of this thing. I mentioned that whatever we form a support, and we did, and we have been doing that. So now it makes sense. So whatever, and look at this. Yeah. So now it makes sense. Maybe I could have entered here at the break, but I think I'm gonna wait for the closure. I will wait for the closure of the 50-minute. I will definitely wait for the closure, but it could be a good entry on the breakout, but I will not take it. Nah, yeah, I still sound like a robot. I sound like Chinese robot.
You know, something I learned is that the more you do something over and over and over, and that kind of programs your mind. It's just like you do with trading, right? You did this over and over and over. Now you know what the market is about to do. So it's like your brain sends information to repeat the same thing, and eventually it just goes naturally.
Yes. I have to program that in my subconscious mind and create a routine. Dialects on English are immaterial as long as we can communicate. They aren't making fun of his accent. They were making fun of him being different than them. It's always the same old story. Yeah, but still, I still want to. So this is how I see it. There's not. You are correct because you're being pragmatic, and that's what it matters. Now, if and only if you feel like you can improve and you feel good about the improvement, or if you feel that what you do is an improvement, then it is an improvement for you. It doesn't mean that it is an improvement, let's say practically, but if you feel that you can learn something and it becomes an improvement, you feel that your life is better because of it, then you should go for it. That's my philosophy. Like, you should go for what you feel will make your life easier and better and make you feel better, because at the end of the day, you behave based on how you feel. And that's why when you're in pain, and people in pain usually tend to be grumpy and treat others really bad, because how they feel, it just projects. So I agree with you. I definitely, Michael, agree with you that as long as we can communicate, I agree with you. But gonna enter here as we close here, the 15-minute above here. Gonna go for it. I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. Just need this to close. So I'm gonna have an entry as we close. 24 seconds. Gonna wait for it. And then if we drop, if we push back to down here, then maybe I'm gonna add another entry, like down to here, to this level here. If we have another push down to here after the closure above here, I might add another entry here to go above. Oh, there we go. I'm in. And then if we come down to here, I'm gonna add another entry down here. So I'm gonna get ready for that one. Actually, you know what? It's gonna be a buy limit. If we come down, it's gonna be a buy limit. Because yeah, there's no reason why. Probably so. Okay, so it doesn't matter that there's no reason. Let me start with the correct way. Price will do what price wants to do. Oh, there's another thing. We are about to close the 4 hour. You know what? That was tricky. Maybe that was not the best idea. I mean, the price action is painting the whole thing. So, you know what? Maybe we should have waited just for the 4 hour to close. Maybe because but price action on the lower time frame is telling me otherwise. So you know, gotta go with it. But 4 hour closure would have been better to wait for it. Because there's a high likelihood that we close around here. It's just I missed the part where we are about to close the 4 hour. But still, this is not a bad entry, so I'm gonna keep it. This is not a bad entry at all. We closed above. We grabbed all the liquidity that we needed, and so this is what I was gonna say. Even if it makes sense that we continue going up, it doesn't mean we have to continue going up. So this is a probabilities-based game, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I will wait for the 15-minute closure. I don't care what it does. The only way I will close half of it, if I had to, is if the 15-minute comes and closes below this thing that I have marked here. Okay, let me mark it. Whatever closes below here on the 15-minute, I'm actually closing the whole thing. Only like that. Only if that happens. If that doesn't happen, 15-minute closes below. Like if 15-minute closes looking down here, I might close half of it, but not all of it. If it closes down here, I'm closing all of it. Actually, if we break below here, what is this, the wick? Yeah. If we break below here now it should actually tap here. There's a high probability we should tap here after tapping here. Yeah. So now it would make sense that we tap here, and from here we push up, even up to here, all the way up to here. That would be TP partial TP. There you go. So this here that is doing, it actually makes sense. So I'm still not concerned about it. Now, if we break below this level that I have here, then I close 50%. If we break below this level, let me mark it really well. This is the limit of the level. So I'm gonna mark the limit. This is the limit. So whatever closes below here, I'm closing the whole deal. If we break below this level, I'm killing it. If we don't close below here, then I'm not killing it. I'm just leaving it open. Because this is a 4 hour closure. I just missed that part. I should have waited for the 4 hours. So I'm just gonna leave it out. That's why I only enter half of wait. Okay, let me move this one here. I will kill it here. So that's a good place. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So as we break below here, I might kill the whole deal, because that's the 4 hour closure that I was mentioning that maybe we will have, and maybe wait for a better setup. Yeah. Okay, I'm killing it. Killing the whole thing. Kill the whole thing here. Okay, attempt number one. So we have I have a losing one. So the only mistake I had here, big one, was 4 hour closure. Missed that one. Gold buy, lose. I won. Down for the record. Lost one. Yeah. I missed the fact that this is a 4 hour closure. I usually don't trade the 4 hour closure. So yeah, it's okay. That's one mistake for me. So I just missed one. This is not good. So maybe the 30-minute closure was a good idea, like I mentioned. You see, now this is the one that I mentioned that if we fall below here, we might have a push up down to here, and now we just now maybe this is the only trade I take, and I was a losing trade. There you go. Because if I don't see a buy forming, then I'm not interested. And this might fall from here down to here, like in really strong push because of look at this. Look at this. As we break below here, that's a push. That's a really strong push from here. That's in 9 minutes, might be boom. And that's a counter trend. Look at that. Not gonna. That's it. Look, it's just happening. Yeah, that was a 4 hour reading candle mistake, and then look at what we just said. The push. Look at this. Look at this. So that was a sell entry. So instead of looking for buys, maybe it would have been better to look for the breakout of this, because that push up to there, you see, notice? Literally where we marked that, then that would have been the trade of today, not the buy entry. That's okay, you know why? Because I went with my bias. So I don't feel bad at all. Feel quite good actually. I killed it in time, didn't lose. What did I lose? I actually lost half, literally half of what I was meant to lose on that trade up there. So that was good management. And this is the, remember this? Remember this? This is painting, about to paint my real entry. So this is the entry. This is the entry that I'm looking for. You see a tap at 1992. Perfect tap, bouncing. That makes sense. Now, this from here, that's the one that we want. So that's the entry that we want. Whatever, I mean, the one that I want actually, you know. So like, let's start with that. Actually, this is the one that I want, because I really don't know how you guys trade. But this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for anything here. I'm waiting for anything here. But from here, I'm good enough. Like from here is good enough. 6 minutes. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Look, because now we are break. So look at this. Now on the 4 hour, so now it makes sense if we, as long as we break and close, above 1992. 1992 is the key level here to watch. Anything that closes above 1992 is a bullish 4 hour candle closing above the structure. That is really important, really cool, really good information, because now anything that rejects from here is a good entry for buys. It's a high probability entry for buys. I just grabbed the very top of the wick, literally. I literally grabbed, I was making fun of that. Look at that, I just grabbed the very top, right? So there you go. Even me, I was faked out. So look at this, beautiful. There was just a perfect tap to the zone. Now we have the rejection. And what is this? We are about to open, so we're about to go 9. Okay, so that's the rest. So this is what I will do for the rest of the day. Okay, this is what I will do for the rest of the day, because I don't want to make the stream too long anyways. Now I wait for my setup. Now I have the tap I was looking for. Wow, was such a good tap to that level that I'm wondering if that's gonna even be a visit there ever. So the yeah, I'm gonna wait for this 9:30ish, 10:30ish, whatever I see that comes down to here and forms a rejection of this area. That's it. That's my other buy entry. That would be it. And it's not. I mean the it's really clean. Is all I can say. The structure is really clean. Everything is really clean. Like look, the 4-hour structure is about to close bullish, breaking above. So 4-hour bullish. 1-hour bullish. This is a correction of the 1-hour. Remember we mentioned at the beginning that all of this was fair game for the correction. There we go, 1992. And 30-minute is the only one, but it really doesn't matter a lot. And even that one is bullish. Look at this, even 30-minute is still on a bullish. So all of them, all of the time frames are in confluence. All of the time frames above 30 minutes are in confluence for the buy entry. So here we just have to wait for this. That sell just brought me 1% profit today to the buy as well, but sell looked so good indeed. Yeah, that sell was really nice. The break of that after that liquidity wick, that was expected. So that was not so complicated. It's just that because I took the entry right there, I didn't want to take right there the sell. But the sell made all the sense in the world. So that's it. Now on the higher time frame, it's just rejection from here, and it's an entry for buys or rejection from up here. But right now, there's a high likelihood that this visits down here again. So I will wait for that. I'm not gonna touch it. This is 2 minutes away, so yeah, there's a high likelihood we'd revisit this level. And for later today, maybe form a support down here or down here. I would just wait to see which one is it that it's gonna be. When I see the confirmation, then I'm gonna take it. Same way I took this one here, same way I took this one here. I'm just gonna wait for the confirmation to happen. Once it happens, then I go for it. There's no rush. Because it doesn't mean that today we have to just explode. We could also consolidate a little bit and then tomorrow explode. I mean, either way, we just have to wait for the reaction. The 30-minute closure. That's why I like the 30-minute closure so much. That's why I like it so much. And you see me not taking trades until I wait for it. Even the 1 hour, I love it. Because that 1 hour closure, that 30-minute closure, especially that, in this case, it was the 4-hour flip. Yeah. Yeah, if this, yeah, look at this. If this happens today, then that's it. That's what I'm looking for. But it would be weird if it happens right like today, but it could happen today. Yeah, as we break above this area, I think the same thing could happen with this thing that we just saw over there. That as we break above this level here, that we might see a push up really nice. But on a higher time frame, obviously, I would look for it. Look at this. We had a major closure of the big engulfing 30-minute candle. High probability we revisit here and then visit down here. So what I'm really expecting is this revisit to the 1992, because this is an important level. And that from here we see any rejection in, and we already tapped here, so that was good on the 4 hour. Look at this, that was really good closure. And just the revisit here would make sense, and then a continuation would make sense, and that's it. It's a 4 hour level, really strong level. Look at this, it closed below, created a wick, and yeah, there's not much. I think this is not complicated to understand. The price action is today is quite fairly easy, let's say. Four-hour bullish. Yeah, that sell from here, from this closure here, was really good. Really high probability sell, because he tapped twice on the same level after two big wicks. So that was really a good call on that sell there. But now we just wait for the buy entry. It's just that it is counter trend, so I don't. Not necessarily, like I don't have to counter trend if I can actually wait for my buy entry. Oh, there was a better setup here on GJ. On the 1 hour. It wasn't looking so good on the 30-minute. It was looking good on the 1 hour. So based on the 1 hour, there was a good setup here. Yeah. Oh, that was the news. Okay. But the news is really, isn't supposed to move this so much anyways. But look at this, the setup was there. We're waiting for this one. As we flipped on here, the entry was here, then take profit was here. Okay, that's good. GJ, usually when it's looking so dirty, it's better to just trade it on the higher time frame. I'm still expecting this visit today here or tomorrow. If we get this visit here, it would be great. Nine. And now 4 hour closed bullish. Yeah, GJ is painting a really good potential breakout entry. Really good one. And this is the level. Yeah, this is the 4 hour. The other 4 hour was down here, so now it would actually make sense for a continuation. What is this? I smell a lot of BS in here, gambling at its finest. Oh, that's good. That's good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot of people with bad sense of smell. Let's see. There you go. Now we got the visit down to here. Now we just wait. I mean, I just wait for this, and whatever we reject around here, then that would be my cue. Waited the whole morning, and didn't get caught on those tops, just to get caught on the fake out. Yeah, the gulag. Yeah. Now, actually, I feel good now. Now we're actually getting real gulag because so far it wasn't acting. They were not acting as a gulag. So I was feeling a little bit disappointed. Like the YouTube chat was really going too good to be true, too well. Everybody was too cool. That's not normal, you know. But it is good. It is good that majority of them still commonsensical people and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah, we got the stop. No, the stop loss. It will depend on what I see. Like right now, I cannot determine a stop loss if I don't see a rejection. You know. Yeah. So far, the Zoom, it's only for now from people from Raja's community and my community, especially people from. Majority of them have been people from my, because I have a Spanish academy, so majority of the other part of them is people from my other academy in Spanish. The other group is from Raja's community, because I obviously I'm part of that community and I just giving back. And then I have special people that I've been knowing for a little bit, and that they have proven to be, serious people, and that they really want to learn, and for at least a couple of months, and then I consider them to be part of this. That's how I only that. But it's not like right away. It would be more like 15 minutes. Yeah, it could be. Could look like that. I'm just gonna wait for it. I'm not gonna even for example, this is Sanyam. So the way that I would go about this is I would wait. I would actually wait for 30-minute candles to form. So that's why I'm saying that I'm about like at 9:30 when we open market. That's gonna be the end of this, and I'm just gonna, because from then it takes a little bit, and then that way I can do other things that I want to do. But I'm gonna be looking at the charts. But at least my game plan is simple. This is my game. I always leave out the game plan, and it typically and usually works, right? Today I did not, like I said, I wasn't gonna buy from here, but I thought that. The only problem was that 4 hour, I missed the 4 hour closure. That was the only mission. Like if it wouldn't be in the 4 hour, that wouldn't make sense. But that's okay. Now the plan, the whole day has been this, and it remains for me to be this. Still, this is perfect setup for NYSE people to grab their money, grab their entries, and continue going up. Why? Because this is Asia. This is Asia. People from Asia got their really nice orders in. And they had this massive push, right? And even people from yeah. So even London people, look at this. So Asia got their orders in. London, look at this. London got their orders in. This is 230. So it's interesting that these people got their orders, these people got their orders, they push. So it would seem like the people from New York now they want their orders in. So I would actually wait for them to kind of like set up the thing, because it could either bounce from here, but it could bounce from here, because on the 4 hour, when we look at the 4 hour without any drawing, you can see really clear that you have all of this space. Look at this. You have all of this space down to here, and you can still go up. Like you have all of this from here down to here. You could go all of this down and still go up. Now, I wouldn't be expecting all of this to go down here, right? It's just, I would just wait for the price to tell me when to go in. Like it could just come down here, create the wick here on the 4 hour just to keep pushing up. Because also, look at this. So maybe if we reject from here, it makes sense to continue going up, because that would be the same level on the closure of the 4 hours. So that would be a structured closure. So that's a level. So if it taps here and rejects from here on the 30 minute, we have all of this to go up. So this will be TP1. You can see 1, 2. You see 2 4-hour candles bouncing from here, same level. So this is TP1. This is TP2 for me. So that's, it's quite clean. Like I don't even need to draw this, and you can see it, right? You need just a wick here, formation here on the lower time frame. Could be 30 minute, could be 15 minute, even 5 minute. That makes sense. But anything that rejects from here could be a good entry. Stop loss could be below the 4 hour candle, and this could be the continuation today. And that's it. You don't need to stress it out. I see 2 potential bounce points on gold to revert to the bullish trend. Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me open the chart here. Here. Yeah, but they're pretty much the same. Yeah, so we're looking at the same. So they're pretty much the same area. Not either 1992 or 1980. Yeah, same thing. So yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. 2000. Now, this is the tricky part. If this thing, after this tap here that we just had, it was a perfect tap to 1992 that we had marked here. 1992 there. If this thing starts to close above 2000, this might be the one that pushes up, So any closure on the 30 minute, but I would still prefer the closure to be above here. So my safe area of buys would be above here. This level, what is it? It's 2003.5, maybe 2003.5. Yeah. Okay. Wait, 1 hour I remember was cleaner there. Oh, it is higher. Okay, so. Oh, it is 2005. There you go. Well, 2005 is the cleanest. 2005.5 is like just easy buy. Yeah, above 2009, yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's just I'm trying to push, like I'm trying to keep it as like what is the this is 1 hour. Yeah. Well, yeah. What? How high can we go before we reject? Right now, we can go as high as 2005 and still reject. You look in the previous price action. Look at this. We came here and still rejected inside the zone. So whatever closes above 2005 to me is a really nice continuation entry. From that point, I will enter. If it closes above there, then I will enter. You know, just go. I would just go in. But I would have to see that closure. Oh, look at this. Oh, nice. Oh, this is looking good and good, better and better. Yeah, above this is also the 4 hour flip. Look at this. I mean the 4 hour break. So that would also be a good. Yeah, but you know what? Above 2000 is still kind of like makes sense already, right? This is typical liquidity wick to continue going up. I've seen that wick many times. I've seen that wick many times. Wait. I mean candle, that candle many times. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I know I've seen that many times. Look. Here. 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 So yeah, it's not a bad idea. This closure here, above here, oh yeah, this is looking good for the buy entries already. So 15 minute, 30 minute. So that's it. You know what? I'm gonna wait for 30 minute. If 30 minute closes above here, I think that's a good continuation. But I'm not gonna get FOMO'd in. I'm not gonna buy the break or none of that. I'm just gonna wait for the confirmed entry. Ted is live on Controller FX YouTube stream. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. I don't remember if I have it. I thought I had this guy. Controller effects. Yeah, let me see.
Look at all these rejections, and this is the last rejection now in this area. If we are going down, you have an easy trade because you know this candle's going to flip and just bust right over to here. So
Oh,
it's your choice how aggressive you want to be. This is the most conservative approach because that means you have a huge upper wick and the candle's flipped officially. This is more aggressive because you're anticipating us going down there, but your stop is always going to be over here. And with the candle still bullish, there is a high probability you could get stopped out.
Yeah.
So you have to determine what level of risk tolerance you want or how aggressive you want to be with this trade. Personally, if I had no money in my account and I had a small account, this is my trade here. If I have a big account and I'm a cowboy, this is my trade up here. Those are your two options. This is, this here is your the cowboy entry. This is your I see everything entry. That's it.
He's going for a sell.
Chassis, I want a cowboy entry.
Yeah, everyone wants a cowboy entry. Take the cowboy entry.
Well,
and
to
then
me,
your stops are literally above here. There's your cowboy entry, or your stop is above here.
yeah,
saying,
to me,
I hope we don't go back up.
honestly, to me, better sells were that break below here.
This is your
to here.
safe entry right over here.
That from here to here, that was the best end. It's just the fact that I had an entry here that I didn't want to take right
It's gonna
away.
be a quick push.
To me,
from
that would
regular
have been a
levels.
safer sell from here to here. And then from here, this is a counter
Oh, the
trend
five look.
that they're talking about. So I mean, that's me. That's me.
Five is still staying above it, below its resistance here.
I'm
Still
biased,
respecting here.
so
Just should flip.
I would just wait for my setup to play out the same way I did yesterday, and you can counter
And the other
trend
thing
it.
too is this hourly candle may range, and it might be the next hourly candle.
So I could
Which
counter
would
trend
mine
it,
would be a kind of
no
a
problem
small
at all.
support established and then a break of
Same way I did yesterday, but I had to see something better than this, because this. So
Driving down
I
some.
have an issue with this. I have an issue with the fact that we broke above and that the 4 hours is so bullish. So I would actually prefer to wait for my setup to buy. That's my take on it. But that makes sense what he's saying for a counter trend. It makes all the sense in the world. It's just not my cup of tea. And I'm still gonna make mistakes.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's a good stream.
Okay, I'm going for the Aristoteles here because I took that trade earlier. So
Not to mention, I woke up to a really nice win from down here, so I'm just gonna follow my plan. Yeah, so that's a good thing. If you follow your plan, you should be fine. If you follow your plan, you should always be fine long term. 4 hour could show a retest to continue down. Yeah, that's the scenario we talked about the what if we fall. Now 4 hours not. So this is I have a big issue with this, which is 4 hour is bullish, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minute is bullish. It's just everybody's bullish here. So when you have everybody screaming one thing, you have to pay attention. So I mean, that's for me. That's for my take. So I would just wait for it. There's no rush. Look at this, 6 minutes away. Just no rush. I just have to wait. If I see my closure that I want on the 30 minute above 2000, that's it. If I don't see it, then the correction continues, and then it's a correction day because this is 9:30. So actually, the fact that it is 9:30 and that we're still below here actually points out to a correction. But and look at this massive wick. It's a rejection wick. So at the flip of this, you could actually see this flipping coming down and revisiting here because that's the revisit that I'm waiting. But my point is, I would actually prefer to see my setup for the buy form, and then I take it, and then I be done with it, and not necessarily go against the trend because I prefer to lose a trend-based trade than a counter trend because the counter trend is you knowing that you're playing against the trend, that you're playing against the odds. So that's the only reasoning why. Now that doesn't mean that I don't take counter trends. This is a counter trend on the higher time frame, but it was a trend with the, it was a trend with this. You see, 1, 2, 3. You see, 30-minute was a downtrend. You see, the 1 hour was a downtrend, and it was actually the correct. So you notice this on the 1 hour, what I was mentioning. This was literally we had the push, and I counter trended, quote unquote. Um, it was actually me waiting for the support to be formed, the resistance to be formed. Same thing. I'm waiting for this. I am actually waiting for the support to be formed. What do I do? How did I do it? Okay, look at this. 30-minute. What happened here? We had this, we had 30-minute, and we had a consolidation in the area. So you had 1, 2, 3, boom. And that breakout, that's actually an entry. That breakout makes sense to me. Now, here, what would I expect? Then I would have to see, now we had the tap here. Now, I would actually expect a potential probable visit down to here. So maybe you want to sell from here, right from here, down to here. Good for you. Okay, you go for it, no problem. I don't go for it. So you maybe sell here or whatever. If this closes above 2000 and what is this? 2003, 2004, that points out to a potential better buy entry. Now, if that 30-minute closes above here, the next 30-minute comes down to the, remember this at the beginning of the day, 2000 area, and it flips as we break above this, that's my entry. That's one of my entries, and I go full throttle. I go full buys on that one. Okay. So that will be my entry up here if it forms up here. Wow. Now my entry down here is, so that's the counter trend, right? That we're talking about. Okay, so you go for it. Let's say you grabbed it, nice, you won the same way. This was, to me, this was a setup that I would have been taken if I would have never taken that top there by mistake or whatever, because I really forgot about the 4-hour closure. That was my only mistake right there. If not, everything else made sense. But if not, this here, right here, that sell from here to here, that thing, I even said it before it happened. I said, if we break below here, it's gonna be just one big push. And that would have been my take. Would have been taking profits right there at this point, before the level, like I always say. That would have been 1.74, and that would have been maybe the only trade of the day. Because I woke up to this one, which, like I explained, I woke up to this one already. And this one, yesterday, I actually ended up closing it here. So those two, 1, 2. So that would have been the one that I would feel comfortable with. Okay, that's how this is the one I would have been feeling comfortable with. Why? Because I was expecting the visit. Like from this morning, I kept saying that, yeah, we could go down to 1992, and we even tapped 1992. So now it would, now probabilities are there for this drop from here to here. But now, if you really want to go with the trend or really want to go with the probabilities, then my idea or my personal opinion is I want to wait for the buy setup. It might take the whole day, Oh, we're 9:30. Oh, look at this. It might take the whole day for that setup, but if I see it play out, then I take it. If not, then that means that this that we draw here might happen for the rest of the day, and then we're maybe gonna come down to here. What is this? New York Open, and we visit here. Yeah. So and this was the push of London. So yeah, I don't see why I should be going with the sell. Anyways. Now from here, you hear me say all the time, this is a probabilities based game. So you just want to go with the probabilities. What are the probabilities of this revisiting now here, from here to here? They're really high now. Why? Because this is about to close below the area. Maybe that is a better counter trend, but I would still, yeah, look at this. I would still feel better if I see my formation for the buy entry. So that I would wait for the rest of the day. Even if we fall down to here or down to here. So yeah, that would be it. That would be my game plan for today. Look at this. We just closed right below it, but above the 2000 level. But oh, okay, Amir. Okay, Amir. Okay, I think it's Mohammed, right? Merchant. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Now I remember you. Um, so that's the game plan for me. Closure above here. You know what? This you see, this is good. I still want the closure above. I'm gonna leave it at that. It is 9:30 now, so like I said, I was gonna end it here. Sorry. Now my voice is leaving me. Um, no trades calling it a day. That's good. That's really good. Like for example, yeah, that's really good. Just just wait for your setup. That's all I can say. Don't force it. The like I mentioned, you see this. This is a nice setup here. That form here. It made sense at the moment because we had all of this going on. But just one big thing that we always have to keep in mind: the higher time frame. So I will repeat this and leave it like at that. Whatever candle is about to close on the higher time frame is the most important candle. I keep saying that a thousand times. Whatever high time frame candle that is about to close is the most important candle that will close. So the 4 hour candle here, 15 minutes before it closes, massively important to just wait for the closure. That is a rule that I violated. One of my rules. I try to wait. I always wait for the 4 hour. If it is 15 minutes away, wait for the 4 hour candle to close. So that was just one little mistake because I missed perspective on the 4 hour closure. But the setup was good. If this setup would have happened in the middle of a 4 hour candle, that was a good setup for me. Now, typically, what I do with that setup is I wait for a candle wick, and then as we break above, we go for it. I mean, I go for it. That would be the setup. But just keep in mind the higher time frame candle that is about to close, and you should be fine most of the time. If you didn't take a trade, don't force it. To me, this visit was made sense. Now I'm kind of like waiting for, okay, the simplest way to see this is I'm waiting for a little bit of a structure, okay? So whatever happens here and I see a formation of a support, I'm gonna go in for the buy, especially if it is above 2000. But I want a bit nice closure above 2005 to continue going up. If not, if we see a visit today and a formation down below here, maybe by Asia, then we're ready for the buy again. So just keep that, that's the game plan. I really hope that you guys, you know, the ones that could enjoy streaming together and having fun and just, you know, training together. I really hope you guys, how you say, that you learned something and that you had a good time, because this is just to have a good time and learn together. So have a great rest of the day. I'm living the day with actually one win, one loss. This win, this loss. This one was a loss. Traded here, faked out. Perfectly. I was perfectly faked out. I was perfectly faked out. Good thing is I closed way before I intended to close it, but I was a perfect fake out for me. So I showed you how not to trade a fake out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming in English again. So yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Okay, so have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Maybe suggest it if you know you find that. Oh, by the way, I stream in Spanish. I always have to say that there's not many Spanish streamers. So if you speak Spanish, go to the description, subscribe to the Spanish channel, because that one I don't see a lot of those. So we stream twice a day. Mondays and Wednesdays in Spanish. So, do you post links in Forex? Yeah, I post links in Forex Family and in my Discord group, and both. Sometimes I only post things in my Discord that I don't post in the Forex, but it's because it's too much trouble to post in both places. Okay, so I'm gonna show everybody here in the Zoom if you have a camera before we leave. This is the people from Zoom. Nobody has a camera, but whatever. The Discord, Sanjam is always there from India, right? The Discord is, should be in the description, bro. Should be in the description. The Sanjan is a really good student. We met through Instagram, and he's learning, but just like me, right? But he's following the rules. I mean, I'm really proud of his advance in just such a short time. So, most likely he's gonna be
one day successful trader.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, everybody, have a great one.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you very much.